CTV military analyst and former commander of NATO forces in southern Afghanistan. Good morning, General. Thank you for being here. Rafah is the center of Israel's offensive. What could the ramifications of today's ruling be?
Well, Renee, I think what the Israeli officials said is not going to change what actually happens on the ground in Rafah. Israel and the Prime Minister have been resolute about their attack against Hamas and going into Gaza and with the aim of destroying it. And notwithstanding what the ICC or this court, the ICJ says, it's not going to change Israeli policy, which is going after Hamas. Unfortunately, though, it just shows yet even more international pressure against the Israeli Prime Minister and Israeli policy. It is going to be damning, but it's not going to change the effects on the ground.
More international pressure. Does that do anything, to quell this?
It doesn't do anything to quell this, but it certainly does complicate what happens afterwards. And this is all going to be what happens after, the war in Gaza stops, and what happens with the relationships between the world, the United States, and Israel. That is going to be the big question. And this is going to have ramifications for Israel for decades because of what the Israeli policy is. So, the short term, no effect. Unfortunately, Gazans are going to suffer even more. But in the mid to long term, Israel is going to suffer an awful lot from this politically and probably in other areas too, perhaps even trade.
Now, the Israeli military says that the Rafah offensive is necessary in order to rescue the remaining hostages and root out Hamas. Is there any indication of the hostages' safety at this point?
Renee, there's no indication of their safety, and the sad statement is, today they found 3 more bodies of hostages. That's 6 in the last, week and a half. So that's not good news. And the fact that they keep going into Rafah and attacking even more puts the hostages at even higher risk. So, there's about 100 or so hostages left. That is a bona fide key objective for this war. And we have no indication that they're safe. And the more that they attack, their safety is going to be in peril.
All right. Well, we are going to keep monitoring this expected decision, and we will bring you the latest as soon as it happens. In the meantime, CTV military analyst, retired Major General David Fraser, we thank you very much, as always, for being here. Great chatting with you.
Renee, thank you.